first one of the new year. Welcome. This is Trey and Alexx. I'm Trey the Choklit Jok.
I'm Alexx Dupri.
Happy New Year. What up?
Happy.
What's going on with the hair here? It's like because you got a gypsy type thing going here today.
Yeah, I'm working my scarf game,
Okay. Because I'm thinking you better be somebody's fortune or, break out the crystal ball.
If I could do that, that'd be a real nice side hustle. I don't quite have that skill, but no, because some days you comb your hair, some days you don't, some days you don't want to, some days you feeling like a scarf. I don't know. I'm gonna be bald at some point. I've been losing my hair since in my 20s, so I'm going to be bald, and at that point, I need to have my accessories together. So if I practice now,
All right. TreyandAlexx.com. That's our website. Also, subscribe to our YouTube page, youtube.com/@TreyandAlexx. So I want to start this week's episode off with this Fresh Prince controversy that's going on. Now, a few episodes back, there was a time where we were comparing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Martin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of us unanimously came to a decision that we both prefer Fresh Prince over Martin. Got a lot of people on TikTok, got a lot of people on actually YouTube and Instagram going back and forth. Yeah, I like Fresh Prince. A lot of people disagree with us, though, in terms of Martin, right? A lot of people were like, yo, Martin forever. Martin over Fresh Prince. Martin. So that was cool. We had that controversy. We had that back and forth going. And so then I had a quick observation, a small observation that became big, that in the Playboy episode, remember, on the Fresh Prince, where Hillary posed for Playboy, they were going back and forth whether she should pose, whether she should not pose, etc.
Mm-hmm.
At the very end of the episode, Uncle Phil was so distraught that he became a monk or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And then Will brought in the actual magazine, the actual
Right
of Hillary,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep, he had a copy that was sent from Hugh Hefner,
Yeah.
founder of Playboy himself.
Yep. Okay. So my argument is that they were looking at Hillary, right? It's a centerfold in a magazine. So let's check out the episode right here, and you and I can decipher if that's in fact Hillary, because the big debate is if that's Hillary that Uncle Phil and Will are lusting over. I say yes. You said what?
Okay. At the time, I don't think I disagreed with you.
You agree?
But I don't think they were lusting over her. I think they were lusting over another person in the magazine, but they did look at Hillary's photo and then kept moving on to another person.
Right. So my argument is that it was a centerfold, right? When you're opening a magazine, it's the centerfold. You don't turn the page. You just open the flap of the actual centerfold.
Thank you for explaining the centerfold experience to me.
Oh, I got those unidentified plastic magazine holders for the Playboys back in the day. Yes, I was that. Yes, I was that. Okay, so that's another episode, though. That's another topic for another story.
Yeah,
Let's check out this specific scene and end the controversy right here, right now, okay? Here's this scene I'm talking about. Well, Will brings in the Playboy for Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil's so distraught, he's become a monk. Look, check this out. All right.
The monastery.
It's arrived, Uncle Phil. I want to see it. It came in the mail today with a personal letter from Mr. Hefner. He thinks you should take a look at it. So do I.
You can forget it because I'm...
See this? He's handing. Yep.
All right.
Give him the episode. I mean, the magazine. This is the episode of the magazine.
Look at that. She's covered up.
Yep. That's Hillary. Yep. Now watch Will. Watch Will. It's not turning the page. It's a centerfold. He's opening it
but
up.
This little girl
it's
is
still
not.
Hillary. He's not turning the page. Look.
Hallelujah.
It's a centerfold. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Nope.
As you can see, it's a centerfold. He's opening the flap.
It's a centerfold, but wait. He said, but this little girl is not. It was a different.
No.
person.
No.
It was a different person. So she was over here because she was doing it was like for weather girls, right?
Yeah.
So when they opened it up, there were more women.
There were not.
It was a different woman.
Little girl, he was talking about Hillary. So
he wasn't talking about Hillary. He's like, but this little girl, so she's covered up. Yes, hallelujah. But this little girl over here is not. It's a different one.
In the flap of the centerfold, it was still her. What are y'all?
It wasn't still her.
Leave your comments down here and let me know if it was Hillary or not.
Let's talk about Rihanna. This chick is doing everything, making a lot of money. Good for her because there was a time she got ripped off by her accountant and had no money. But one of the things she's doing that's been very lucrative for her is her Fenty line. Her fashion line, her Savage by Fenty.
Them to draw.
Especially.
Right? Them to draw.
That's the lingerie. And it's very beautiful, very tasteful. And I do want to call attention to her fashion show that she does every year. It's size inclusive. She has all the models, all the things. So love that about her. So the pictures just released from the next campaign upcoming, which is the Valentine's Day campaign. We love this campaign.
Yes.
Love Rihanna. She's always posing in her own campaigns, whether she just had a baby or not. She is like, let me show the curves. I'll show you when I'm skinny. I'll show you when I'm rounded. Now, all of that stuff.
Forehead is still foreheading, but she's still sexy. She was in that red. You had Unc over here. So
she's got great body confidence, and that's the biggest thing. The confidence coming through. So love it. In addition to her beautiful body. Here's the question I have. Rihanna's looking great. Everybody buys their lingerie. You have your moments. Does lingerie get old?
No.
Like you've seen it. We've seen it, especially if you've seen it on the same person, even if they buy new stuff. We've seen it. We've seen you without the lingerie. So like what is the shelf life, whether it's in a relationship or you with the number of years you've seen people in it?
Mm-hmm.
When does lingerie get old?
Well, you answer that question. You're a woman. Do you wear lingerie a lot?
Nope.
No. It's those
never
over with. Huh? Have you ever worn lingerie for Batman?
Not for Batman.
Okay.
He told me up front he don't like it. Okay. That was not his thing. There's men have certain things. He never liked strip clubs. So didn't have to worry about him being at the strip club at night, not coming home. Yeah. He wasn't a lingerie dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I was younger, we saw the commercials in the Victoria's Secret. So I bought some. I was in a different relationship. I mean, that person pretended he liked it. I guess sure he liked it because he stole it all when we broke up. He didn't want me wearing it for anybody else.
Be like that.
But
who's giving all my stuff? Who's giving all
right.
residuals?
I was not pleased because I paid for it. He did. But anyway, but I mean, it wasn't something that we were doing every day. So I felt like it got old too at some point, even in that relationship where I wore it. Now, you've seen me without it.
Yeah. Well, me specifically, you don't have to wear it every day. Special occasions like my birthday, put that black thing on. Show me what you're working with. Walk around with it. You know what I'm talking about? That big old booty bouncing and that lingerie on that shag rug. Me doing the lap dance, that big bouncing on it. But it's not a necessity every day, but every now and then, yeah, you got to keep the sexy in a relationship,
And that is the sexy. Like that still gets you excited and interested in a different way when it comes out and it's special.
Yeah.
Now, do I have to keep buying new lingerie, or can I, like you said, put on that favorite of yours? Which one gets you more attention?
Like I'm gonna get the draws, and I'm going for the prize anyway. So all that stuff gonna come off anyway. But it's good to every now and then spice it up a little bit, surprise me, come out in your dig, so you can get some of this. What I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. My boy Chris Redd is in the news. So I first want to say shout out Chris Redd. I know Chris Redd, been knowing him over 10 years, almost 15 years. I was a part of the improv group years ago, the Freshmen. It was an all-black improv group. I met Chris at Second City and Improv Olympic IO, and we remained good friends. Then he blew up and, went on to star in a few Tubi, Netflix movies, and of course, Saturday Night Live. Now,
Of course.
the big story came out about a year or so, maybe 2 years ago, where it came out where Chris Redd was dating Kenan Thompson's ex-wife. Now,
Yeah.
when you hear that, it's like, damn, because Kenan had a show and Chris Redd was actually on the show as his co-host, like his, sidekick.
Let me add to the ex-wife thing.
And-
Ex-wife, they have been married 10 years and mother of Kenan's 2 children.
Yeah. So he recently went on Instagram and basically recorded a long video of what happened. Now, he was promoting a show that's coming out on January 28th. It's called Caveat. And while, promoting the show, he just talked about the events that led to him and, her getting together. He said basically he felt bad from the start about the whole thing, but that she was helping him out during a very challenging time in his life where he was popping pills and, going through that. And they, fell in love. He was pretty honest about the entire ordeal, and, he shed some tears and he was basically saying that it was good between he and Kenan until it wasn't, and then the news got out and, it went from there, which raises the question, would you date one of your boys or one of your good friends' exes? In this instance, it's the ex-wife of someone. Okay, so it's a difference because the ex-wife means there was a divorce, right? They didn't break up because of Chris. They broke up because of something else, right?
I don't know. That question has been asked.
Right.
But from what we know, from what we've been told, yes, they had already broken up.
So,
however, there's a rumor that there could have been some overlap.
So whatever the situation turned out, Kenan was cool about it, according to Chris, because he said they were cool about it until this actually got out. Now, when a divorce happens, you're done with that person. Like it's over. Chances are it ended bad or, that person doesn't want to deal with that person and it's a dead issue. And in certain instances, if you ask that person, hey, I'm interested in this person, maybe the ex-husband or ex-wife would say, go ahead. I don't want him no more. I'm divorced from the person, I'm just saying, maybe this happens. In ordinary situations, the dating your best friend's ex isn't even an option. Like it isn't even an option. But hey, these are rich problems. These are celebs. They live a different life. They are held to a different set of morals. In Hollywood, everybody's dating everybody's ex and nobody's going and asking anybody's opinion or anything to that effect. Now, who knows what was happening between Kenan and his wife and what was going on in the marriage? Who knows? And if he's cool about it, Kenan's cool about it, and the wife or the ex-wife is cool about it, it's not any of our business. Now, I think Chris felt compelled to, come out and talk about this, and he was promoting a show called Caveat, so I'm interested to find out what the show is about. And maybe it has something to do with that situation that occurred. Who knows? We all know that in Hollywood, you capitalize off the situation and try to make money off the situation.
Oh, totally what he's doing.
Yeah. So who knows the truth behind all of this? Now, I've read the blogs. I've seen everybody. Like, there's not too many people who is on his side. He looks like the home wrecker and all of this other stuff.
Looks horrible.
Yeah, I do commend him for coming out and just being honest about the situation. Like, look, hey, I felt bad about it. This is what happened. I'm never that type of dude to do this type of stuff. We weren't there. Nobody was there. And maybe I'm a little partial to Chris because I know him. That's my man's. But that's not, would I do something like that? No.
And you're also giving him credit for coming out about it, but coming out now about it so much later, not at the time. I don't know if you get your little Medal of Honor for being so virtuous all of this time after the fact.
Right. Well, when he said it, when it came out or when it was discovered or whatever, Kenan was cool about it. He said they were cool about it, and then Chris said until they wasn't. So perhaps they had a conversation about it. We don't know. We don't know the inner workings of it. All we know is, according to Chris, once it got out, their relationship got kind of not cool or sour or whatever how you want to look at it. Back in the dating times, when you have friends and it's women out here, back in my dating times, that was somebody that I was interested in. I wouldn't have eyes for anybody that somebody was dating unless I knew this was like a thought or somebody that was easy or not. Now, mind you, I'm not talking in today. I'm talking 15, 20 years ago, back, in the club days and, all of that. So, and usually you would say, hey, or I think you would determine the relationship. Now, if this is this guy's like girlfriend, nah. It's no, not even an option of you even looking at her. But if it's this somebody, you met at the club or they have no ties or maybe he smashed once or twice in the day, you just say, hey, I hit that too. And we keep it moving after the fact. Ain't no conference or, hey, man, I'm finna call. No. So it's
maybe y'all are different, but women ain't doing that. We're not doing that.
It's different. Oh, ladies, hell yeah, y'all do that. What?
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. No.
So
No.
What you're saying is a lady has never slept with a guy that they know one of their girls have slept with. That's what you're saying?
Of course, that's not a never. Of course, I'm not saying never in the history of time. And we see the movies all the time, and we know about how people break up, and we know about the night before the wedding, and y'all got drunk, and you was at the bachelorette party and the bachelor party. So no, we know this stuff happens. But I'm telling you, this is something that I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it happens more with dudes than it does with chicks, because most of the time we are not attracted to our best friend's person, and we most of the time don't even think she should be with that person. We don't even like that relationship. We don't think that's healthy.
Yeah.
So we definitely don't want his trifling ass. So we're not going to cheat with him.
Yeah.
And we just say, we say nice stuff, and we don't rock the boat because she our friend, and let her make that mistake, and then we'll pick her up with ice cream and vodka when we need
Trust
to.
me. But out of that clique, it's that one cute or likes the way he treats you and sees that and wants that for herself. Now, it happens, trust me, because I've been that dude. All right, so everybody's seen that shooting, and whether you're on the side of the people who say, yes, she hit the ICE officer with her car, or you're saying, no, they didn't, she's no longer here, and ICE unfortunately shot that woman in the head. I got a few comments on Facebook that showed that law enforcement isn't supposed to draw their guns unless the person is showing some type of harmful or threatening behavior or something to that effect. So
imminent threat.
Yeah. So, I mean, I saw the video, and yes, she did hit the officer with her car, but it definitely wasn't intentional. She was bagging up, trying to turn and get away, and the officer was struck. The first time I saw the video, I said, oh, she didn't hit him. But then
I didn't think she did.
There's another angle that clearly shows that she hit him, but she wasn't intentional. If she tried to hit him intentionally with her car, she would have drove straight into him. She wouldn't have backed up and tried to turn, either way. But like I said, she's no longer here, and ICE has got that blood on their hands, and politicians are going crazy like the mayor of Minneapolis.
Yeah, so that was the thing. The mayor of Minneapolis was out there at the press conference cussing. Like full on out, not using euphemisms, not using the letters like the F word or any of that stuff. He was cussing on TV.
So you see, he's upset. He's clearly mad and hurt and upset that ICE is even in his city in the first place. But you know who started all this, right?
I mean, who started all? Yeah, we know who.
Politicians, using profanity. Trump.
Yeah.
Track politicians like using get the fuck out and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. track any politician pre-Trump that like dare to use language like that and in public.
No.
So Trump kicked that off. Basically, Trump did that. So if anybody's asking where that came from or where politicians are, just being inappropriate, Trump.
And do you think that's inappropriate? Do you think that's inappropriate language for our local community leaders to be using? So, yeah. So our mayor shouldn't be cussing.
No.
Our aldermen and our congressmen and our senators and our presidents and all of these people that, hold some esteem in our community. They shouldn't be cursing. We're not too sensitive. People aren't being too sensitive saying it's just a word.
No.
You know who TeyanaTaylor is, right?
Oh, do I?
So you're a fan. You like.
Yeah, that's Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
Teyana Ward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got a very unique look. So dancer, singer, triple threat because she's been really getting her acting on recently. We talked about her in the TV show All's Fair, but she's like killing it in all these movies.
Yeah.
Especially One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio, which is
the girl is bad when Kanye had her in the video and she was the only person in the video. It wasn't him rapping. It was just her dancing. It was just dope. That Fade video from a few years back. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So she's earned her stars, her stripes, all of the things, every accolade that she's won, she deserves it. Well, she has covered a song and an artist that is getting a lot of attention right now. She has covered Sade's Cherish the Day. Have you heard it?
Let's play it. Let's see what we got here. We just play
Here we go.
A few seconds of it. Let's see. This is TeyanaTaylor here. Check it out.
Won't go astray. Won't be afraid. Won't catch me running. Ruling the way that I move. You take my hand.
Trying to emulate her?
I think so.
Okay.
You show me how
Okay.
love can be.
So it sounds good.
Not bad.
Right? Okay.
What's your quiff? Like, what's the problem? What's putting your panties in a bunch here?
So the problem isn't that it sounds bad because we all know the girl can sing.
She can sing.
The thing is, not only did you do nothing new with it, because you're sounding just like her, but why? There's some people you just don't touch. I'm going to say Sade's one of them. And there's some songs that are just perfect. And so just leave it be and let it do its thing for all of the rest of the years that it's going to ride the audio waves. And all of Sade's music fits into that category for me. I never need a remake of anybody's Sade. There's certain people, leave it alone. Sade is one of them.
How many people have covered Sade songs?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't hear too have remade.
Because I'm not hearing it anywhere. I'm not trying to hear it.
Right.
I got a little block. I got a block. I know Sade does it, and that's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear the Trey the Choklit Jok version of, whatever it was of Sweetest Taboo.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anybody else's version of any of it.
Yeah.
I just want to hear Sade.
Yeah, leave Helen alone. Let her do her thing,
Amen.
Helen, we need some new stuff from you, too. A tour, an album. Come on, baby. You and that forehead. Let's get out here.
She must be happy because she used to release a new album every time she broke up with her man.
Her man are getting to it. Like, find him cheating on her or something. Don't give me something, Helen.
Yeah. Be one of these women that goes out and cheat with him, like with the Chris Red and Kenan. Go get an ex-man and then go cheat with him, and then she'll come up with some new music.
All right, so that's it. Episode 72 in the books. Thank you so much for tapping in with us. That's youtube.com/@Trey and Alexx. You can also, find us on Instagram and all of our social sites, and our website. Trey and Alexx will be back up on next week, okay? Thank you for tapping in with us. Have a great start to your new year, right?
Yeah.
I'm Trey the Choklit Jok.
I'm Alexx Dupri.
Deuces.